Hi, my dear children. We are going to study a new lesson in English. The ashes that made trees bloom. A Japanese story written by an American writer and lecturer, William Elliott Griffiths. The story brings about moral values in children. What is the story of this lesson? This lesson tells about an old couples. They were very honest and hardworking, and they were poor also. And they had no children, so they kept a pet dog. And they kept this dog as if their own child. And this dog brought them money and made them rich. And the people, those lived around these couples, were jealous of them and they were making troubles to them. And in the middle of the story, the dog has a sad death. Let's study the lesson and see the incidents that is happening in this story. Before you read, this is a story about an honest and hardworking old couples and their pet dog. The neighbors are troublesome and the dog dies a sad death. The spirit of the dog gives solace and support to his master in unexpected ways. So, the dog, after his death, he comes in the old man's dream and its soul supported and solace. Solace means gives comfort or consolation to the old man. The ashes that made trees bloom. Topic 1. All the students take page 55. Keep your fingers over the line and listen carefully. In the good old days of the daimios, there lived an old couple whose only pet was a little dog. So, I already told it's a Japanese story. So, in Japan, in the 19th century, the wealthy landowners were called daimios. So, during that period lived an old couple and they have only a little pet dog having no children. They loved it as though it were a baby. The couples had no children, so they kept this baby as this pet dog as their own baby. The old dame made it a cushion of blue crepe and at mealtime Muko, for that was its name, would sit on it as snug as any cat. So that old dame means lady, the old lady made this dog a cushion of blue crepe and the name of the pet dog was Muko. The Muko sit on this blue crepe and it was snug. Snug means comfortable for this dog to sit and eat its meal. The kind people fed the pet with the tidbits of fish from their own chopsticks. Tidbits means pieces. Chopsticks means the fork with which they eat. That means whatever these couples eat, that they were feeding their own dog. The kind people fed the pet with the tidbits of fish from their own chopsticks and all the boiled rice it wanted. So, if the cat wanted the rice and the fish, these couples fed them with from their plate. Thus treated the dumb creature, loved its protectors like a being with a soul. A being with a soul means it's a man. That means they kept this dog as a child. The old man, being a rice farmer, went daily with hoe or spade into the fields, working hard from morning until or Tendosama. O Tendosama means sun. So the old man, being a rice farmer, went daily with a hoe or spade. What is a hoe or a spade? They are implements used for loosening the soil for the farming purpose. So this old man always carries this hoe and spade and loosening the soil from morning till evening. Every day the dog followed him to work, never once harming the white heron that walked in the footsteps of the old man to pick up the worms. You know, children, whenever we loosen the soil, the worms present in the soil will come out. So, there will be birds, especially the white heron. It's a type of bird which will eat up all the worms present in the soil. But this dog will not harm these white herons. For the old fellow was patient and kind to everything that had life. This old man was very kind to all the living beings in this world, and often turned up a sword. Sword means a piece of land. So that means normally he is loosening the land for sowing the seeds. But this piece of land he is loosening for making these herons available worms. That much good was this old man. So, and often turned up a sword on purpose to give food to the birds.